The image of the samurai is widely known to every person on earth, if only because of cinema, apart from their mastery of weapons. The first thing that comes to mind is their hairstyle. Let's break it down. Why was this hairstyling decision made? Could it possibly seem strange? As we all know, samurai are a type of Japanese warrior. Samurai are well trained in weaponry, combat, and negotiation skills. Their main job is to protect their master. To be a samurai is honorable and proud, and such a status must be matched and somehow stand out from the crowd, and one of the distinguishing features was the chonmage hairstyle. Chonmage is a haircut in which the hair on the forehead and top of the head is shaved off completely, but the sides and back of the head are left. The remaining hair was smeared with oil made from chamomile and made into a ponytail, the end of which was placed in a bundle at the back of the head using wax paper ropes made of motoyui. Originally, since 1200, tweezers were used to completely remove hair. Imagine how long it took to do that. And we don't want to pluck our eyebrows yet. This method was used until 1603 Edo period. From then on, hair was shaved off with sharp razors, and the chonmage began to show the social status of the samurai, his high position in society. But why was it necessary to make such a strange hairstyle? The answer is simple. It was because of the hot and very humid climate and the heavy armor that warriors were required to wear. The armor Oiro weighed up to 12 kilograms, and the helmet kabuto up to 2 kilograms. With such a helmet and hair, it was very difficult for the Japanese to fight. High sweating and overheating of the head led to the warriors' rapid fatigue, and the sweat that rolled down in hail on the face interfered with the view. That's why inventive Japanese decided to pluck hair on the top of the head, and the rest of the hair gathered in a bundle. This allowed to establish thermoregulation, prevent heavy sweating and itching. The second reason for this stylish haircut was safety. When fighting on horses, samurai could fall off them, and a properly done backum served as a kind of cushioning, keeping the head safe in case of a fall. But there were a few peculiarities to the creation of chonmage hairstyles. First, such hairstyles were only done in wartime. In peacetime, the samurai had hair, also a certain kind of indicator, determining the position of the country in this or that period. Secondly, only those samurai who had a master were allowed to do it. Samurai ronin, or samurai without a master, did not cut off their hair, but gathered it into a bundle with ponytails. Didn't they have to fight, or was it not so hot anymore? I wish I could talk to the samurai themselves, and the image of a lonely wanderer with a long ponytail is familiar from anime. This fashionable hairstyle was in use until 1868. During this period, Japan began to be influenced by the West, and the emperor signed an order for a haircut in the Western style, showing by his own example how a new resident of Japan should look like. Whether it was a coincidence or a deliberate move, it was at this time that the samurai disappeared as a class. Nowadays, you can see such hairstyles in Japanese people either in movies or sumo wrestlers. Yes, sumo wrestlers adopted this distinctive feature from the samurai, but they do not necessarily shave off the hair on the top of the head. It's important to tie it up in a bundle, and retiring from the sport is accompanied by cutting off the ponytail. Oh, the Japanese have symbolism in everything. This state of affairs shows that Japanese people value their traditions and customs very much, and education on the principles of honor, dignity, and loyalty allow them to remain faithful to their cause. Would you like to feel like a samurai, at least by doing this hairstyle? Thank you so much for liking and subscribing.